Done.
Let's get you prepped. Come with me. Up ahead is the simulation platform. The system taps into your Q lens and projects a virtual space directly into your field of vision. No clumsy goggles necessary. Having second thoughts? Come on. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. The platform turns in all directions, ensuring you remain at the center at all times.
360 treadmill. Nice. And the menswear?
As always, the devil's in the detail. You find the experiences more immersive when you dress the part.
Something tells me Q was behind this.
However, did you guess? Now, pick your outfit from the wardrobe, your weapon from the firearm console, and your gadgets from the car. When you're ready, simply step onto the platform to begin the simulation.
Ah, Recruit Bond. Check out the latest styles. Whatever you fancy.
Think I could fit, motherfucker.
Good fit. Bad attitude. I like it.
Bond, welcome. We have a broad range of gadgets and firearms available. Help yourself.
That's it.
Pardon me.
Sorry. Didn't mean to. Wish me luck.
Oh, it's just fine. Ain't nothing real. You have to feel it. You have to, you know.
Think you got the point. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Code Vermilion. Good shout.
Good
What's
shout.
going on my watch list?
Yeah. I only wish action in my sixth work was
With the
appetizing.
mystery.
Have you watched anything good lately?
Actually, Emma and I started on this old school slow burn spy drama called Chalk Circle. Shot all in black and white.
I got you.
It's about this young code
No,
girl
okay.
in the
Let's go with that.
1980s,
Think about it.
played by
Like we said.
Lydia Hunt.
Oh yeah, she's great. She
Mike.
was in the overview.
Right. So, this codebreaker, Imogen Swan, picks up some Russian spy chatter about contact in the highest echelons of
Yeah,
European
maximum
called the grid.
break it
However,
down.
no
It's
one
not
takes her
done.
seriously. She's shut down by her superiors, and she starts her own mold.
Sounds promising. Can you watch it on showreel?
No, only on semaphore.
Ah, bollocks. Nigel cancelled our semaphore subscription. Said it was all bacon contest and dramas about teenagers feeling sorry for themselves.
He wouldn't be into it anyway. It's all talking heads and no gunfights.
Alright, where'd I go? I'm nowhere. Sure.
Done.
Back so soon?
Can't help myself, can I?
Well, you know the drill. Gear up and get on platform to begin the simulation.
Yes.
Don't tell me you...
Combine the footage that our field team shot from inside the plant with the data from Webb's own confiscated service. Indeed, I did. Thayer was able to synthesize the fields and fill in the blanks just before we unplugged the system. And voila, a fully navigable simulation of what went down that night. Go on, say it.
Genius. Oh, I can't wait to try it.
Let's give it a shot.
What?
Run away.
You're not so tough.
Move over. It's mine.
Ha! You gotta do better. Come on, you knobhead. Show me what you got. Run away, you little coward.
Black her?
I've got this. Back off. Move over. It's mine. My turn. You're not so tough, are you? Ah, you gotta do better than that. I've got this. Back off. Run away, you little coward. Move over. It's mine. You're not so tough, are you? My turn.
My turn.
I've got this.
Got
Back
it.
off.
Back off.
Ah, you gotta do better
Gotta
than
do
that.
better.
Oh.
Come on, you knobhead.
Come on, you knobhead.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Run away.
Run away, you little
coward.
coward.
Come on, you knobhead.
Come on, you knobhead.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Give me your best shot.
Give me your best shot.
We're gonna finish
We're
you
gonna
off.
finish you off.
Let me at this.
Let me at this one.
No. Knock your block.
Knock your block.
Stop proud.
Stop right.
Stop proud.
Stop right.
You think you're pretty?
You can preach.
I'll take care of
I'll
this.
take care of this.
This is too
This
easy.
is too easy.
You can do better
You
than
can do
that.
better than that.
I'll break you.
I'll break you.
Piece by
Piece
piece.
by piece.
Give me a shot.
Give me a shot.
I've got this. I'll break you. I'll take care of this. Give me a shot. I'll take care of this.
Ready.
Ah, back for more, I see.
Just can't keep away.
Watch out.
My fault. One of those days.
From what I can From what I gather, can gather, Damien dispatched Damien two dispatched teams. two teams. One went to One Sinaloa, went to Sinaloa, broke into the morgue, broke into the swapped morgue, Caliban's dental Caliban's records dental with those of a local trafficker. The other team, led by Damien and Nico Merton, went to Vietnam to scout another counter-murder.
lunch. That woman's tremendous. Imagine anyone wanting to kill her.
Well, she fit Caliban's MO perfectly, which is all Damien needed. His team extracted her from her suite and brought her to the fire.
All set?
Set.
The explosion would look like a freak accident, just like Caliban's real victims. With his death in Mexico, the Vietnam War could be left to be developed
Jeez. How many times have they done this?
a dozen at least.
Code
But there's
familiar.
one case in particular that can't get out of my head. In 2021, Thea provided high probability intel that Sarah's in the army. Hold on.
Here goes nothing.
There goes nothing.
Tobo tells the dispatcher that I've already talked to the grandfather.
Best check that.
And he says they don't need him to, and we'll call him back. So, how in the world does the grandfather know? And how does this Tobo person know to call the grandfather? Or did the grandfather call him? That is what they're not saying or not discussing on all of these talk shows and all of these, media outlets. How did the grandfather know ahead of time before the boys called and told? Nobody knew. And if it is something that somebody alerted him first, then why has that not been discussed? Because in the interview with Warren, he says, well, my buddy Bart came over and told the boat. But right then, Wyatt is literally panicking, talking about they need the boat towed. So this doesn't add up with, once again, the need and the panic for a tow. And how did the grandfather know they didn't need a tow anymore? Now this leads on to, okay, well, this must have been a possible cover-up. Many people feel that no one was still in the boat. That is his got back to the house. That is what many people feel. Well, let's break down this call piece by piece. Real quick. And
He's dead.
He's dead.
One more heat.
He's down.
Stranded for the third time. Suddenly, you see a ship passing by. Shout.
Hi, Captain Steph. This is Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do.
Now, if you're calling to get somebody help who's sinking, why are you apologizing ahead of time?
I think the main reason that Trump asserted that I can Iran.
Understand just like I do, the ancient people drew what they saw, right? For instance, they saw an animal and then they drew it. Now, how do you explain weird stuff like this? What are they trying to communicate with us through this image? If you ask me, this looks like a UFO abducting a deer or a giraffe, whatever that is. They are taking it away. You also have what appears to be a UFO with other weird, unidentified creatures around the UFO. It will be established that they drew what they saw, right? You can probably guess that this art is from Africa because of the elephant. It's like a pretty normal picture until you look at that. That looks like a UFO. Seen a lot of weird stuff in their day, stuff they couldn't explain. But the ancient people definitely saw stuff they couldn't explain. Stay weird. Archaeologists may have discovered the world tool as dildo at 28,000 years old. It's far older than civilization or even agriculture. It was found in the cave of Bullfels in Germany. That's 7.8 inches long. It's pretty average sized, and its smooth surface suggests it may have actually been used. The object was also carved to distinguish it from the to make it more anatomically accurate. But there was also some evidence that the object was used to make phallus. You can't be 100% sure what the object was used for, and almost certainly was meant to depict a phallus. And this is far from the only phallus from the Ice Age. Many were made of bone and even from mammoth tusks. They resemble dildos used throughout history, suggesting that these stocking examples may have actually been used. People understanding just how common these objects were throughout history. The oldest account of dildos may actually come from the Old Testament. In Ezekiel 6:17, God reprimands the people of Jerusalem because they took the gold and silver that he had given them and made phallic images. The ancient Greeks were masquerading dildos out of leather and even bread. They left them to even give praise to a local dildo maker who creates leather dildos with down stitches instead of coarse thread. This suggests that these items were not only commonplace, but there was a true art to their creation. In ancient Roman culture, the phallus was a symbol of strength and fertility. In the city of Pompeii, phalluses are everywhere, and they were found to ward off the evil eye. In 15th century China, dildos were made of wood, and sometimes women were even buried with them. These objects have clearly played an important but often unseen role in various cultures. It is possible that these objects may date all the way back to Ice Age society. An Argentinian farmer was burning his cattle when he discovered a mound sticking out of the River River, and it turned out to be 4 Glyptodon fossils, which are extinct giant armadillos. Each one is almost the size of a VW bug. I don't know why they chose to compare to a baseball player, but I guess they both have gloves. Glyptodons survived for over 30 million years, enduring even the reign of the terror birds in South America, and they finally fell when Homo sapiens migrated there. And just earlier this year, this study described that the cut marks on one of those Glyptodon fossils were almost certainly from human tools, and that fossil was dated to 21,000 years ago, which adds another point of evidence for pushing the arrival into South America back by 6,000 years.
That's not right.
It's not the way
I'll take a look.
Other evidence that's already been accumulated, like these pendants, which were carved from big bones of giant ground sloths.
I could have
The
sworn
last two solid evidence, this one is here in Cuba, and that is the fossilized footprints in White Sands, New Mexico, that are dated back through multiple methods to at least 22,000 years ago, which concludes that we migrated into the Americas earlier than previously thought.
Let's have a look there.
If you made it this far, you'll like my weekly newsletter where I share what I think are the most interesting science updates. The link is in my bio.
Once you find out how easy it is for buried monuments to be hidden in plain sight as natural phenomena, you will start to realize everything they taught us about ancient history is just a cover. Here are just a few archaeological sites from around the world before they were excavated and now. This is the pyramid of Teotihuacan in Mexico. Before they dug it up in the 1900s, it looked like this. Just an oddly shaped hill, kind of like those hills in China. They promised us were just hills and definitely not pyramids. Similar, the hidden pyramid of the sun in Bosnia, which again they insist is just a hill. If you think otherwise, you're a fraud and a con artist. Here is the pyramid of Teotihuacan today, one of the largest structures in all of Mesoamerica. Once a totally natural hill, now a sprawling complex of stone megastructures that we still have no idea what we're already doing. Just structure of the sun. All these small structures laying around the main pyramid are completely buried underground. An entire ancient city complex hidden as a natural geological formation for hundreds of years. And it seems like our entire world is built on top of sites like these, like the Great Pyramid of Cholula in Mexico as well, which barely even resembled a hill, just a natural outcropping of the ground during excavation that later turned out to be the biggest known pyramid in the world by sheer volume. It may not look like it, but it's an absolute chode, insanely wide at almost half a kilometer at its base. Now, the hidden pyramid of the sun in Bosnia would be bigger if it turned out to be a pyramid, but no, that's fake. Don't look at that. That one's just a hill, remember? The world famous Chichen Itza looked just like a rickety little mud hut on top of a mound before it was fully uncovered as one of the greatest pyramids of the Mayan civilization. Same with the Temple of the Great Jaguar in Tikal in Guatemala. At first, just a little stub sticking out from the jungle overgrowth, and of course, a whole last pyramid underneath. If monuments like these are this hidden just after the excavation of ancient Greek stadium, which kind of just looked like an empty field that slightly dipped inwards before the rows of seats and central playing area were fully revealed. The Temple of Artemis in Turkey, only 2 pillars barely visible before more were excavated and an entire courtyard recovered beneath that feast theater. Didn't even remotely resemble anything man-made, just the most natural-looking hill I've ever seen. And lo and behold, laying under was a massive ancient theater complex. Completing the center stage, rows of seats, pillars, stairs, the whole 9 yards. This is an ancient library from the Hellenistic era, and again, initially just just two small pillars turned out to be an entire foundation of the building, and even more sprawling remains all around it, all buried underground. This other theater in Turkey, you could kind of tell there's something going on under here, but never would you imagine it would be another courtyard this massive. Speaking of Turkey, we of course have the world-famous Göbekli Tepe, which was completely invisible before unveiling the oldest known ancient site in the world, at over 12,000 years old, utterly shattering our mainstream understanding of history. And now the elites at the WEF and other mainstream archaeologists are doing everything they can to downplay it and make sure it stays hidden. For real, that's actually happening. Not a conspiracy. I even made a video on it. Check it out after if you watch. Here's the ziggurat of Ur in Iran, which again just looked like an oddly shaped mound with suspicious looking edges and angles before it was dug out, revealing quite possibly the most significant monumentous structure in all of Mesopotamia. Kind of looked like something you'd see in, I don't know, Utah or the Grand Canyon, but those are definitely just natural formations, 100%, or the underwater Yonaguni monument off the coast of Japan, which is clearly just a natural geological phenomenon. Yeah, I know, that's literally what they say it is, and somehow we're the crazy ones. Of course, the Sphinx, being in Egypt, was covered up to its shoulders in sand prior to excavation. This one was admittedly a lot more visible, as there aren't any trees or plant coverage in the desert like there is in the Amazon, which tends to completely bury man-made structures after only a few years. And it's also kind of the reason the most well-known, commonly studied ancient civilizations are almost always in the desert. Not necessarily because that's where they all came from, but simply because it's easier to spot buried sites in the sand than it is in the jungle, like Machu Picchu, which was practically entirely covered with plant overgrowth before. Like, you couldn't even see anything there, only to reveal a sprawling village of structures, buildings, walls, and walkways beneath the foliage, all on top of a mountain, no less. Really makes you think, what else is hidden out there, and what else they're promising us are just natural formations where we barely even graze the tip. Like, if all of these were this hidden before getting excavated, what makes us insist on knowing that these aren't? Co-partner in the comments if you disagree.
Hey, so why am I the only one who's been going down the rabbit hole about how they've been using AI to reveal what is actually being said in ancient Sumerian text on the clay tablets? You know, like